What is up, YouTube? We are back for another episode of Front Range Aquascapes, and today, as you can see behind me, we've got a 20-gallon long, and we're going to do something a little special because let me show you real fast. I have quite the selection of rocks now. So, we're going to do something really special, and I think we're going to do a mountain-themed planted tank. So, I'm going to go ahead and get you guys set up, and we're going to just get into it. Alright, so, unlike last time, I'm not going to bore you guys with cleaning the tank. I've already got it cleaned up for the most part. Yeah, there's still a little bit of substrate in there, but that's okay, because you know why? More substrates going in. I am going to do things a little bit differently on this because I'm going to want lots and lots of height up here in this back corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a mixture of sand and pea gravel, and there is some aqua soil in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as a base layer to just give me the height that I'm looking for. And then I'm going to go in with a thin layer of the organic potting soil like I always do. And then a very good layer of just aqua soil and black sand. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and start just placing in some rocks. I've got plenty to choose from, so I'm just going to play around. I'm not 100% sure what this stone is. All I know is that it's really cool. It's got lots of really cool texture, and it is heavy. So that was another reason that I put this base layer in, is to make sure that I don't have this just sitting right on the glass. This one, I think you can tell where I'm going. It's already got this natural cave shape in it. So we're going to go ahead and put a cave in here for the fish to hide in. Okay, check out that piece of rock. Is that not the coolest rock ever? Alright, so let me go ahead and show you guys real quick what I've got so far. Even though this has been a pretty quick scape, I already had an idea in my head. And so I kind of like this. I do want to go ahead and tweak a few things still, but I'm kind of liking this. And there is still plenty of room behind the rocks to plant taller plants like Vallisneria, some taller stems. I forgot to hit record. Sorry. I'm changing a few rocks around just to see. All right. So this is what we're looking at now. I am really happy with this. Like I said, it still gives me plenty of room for planting and also plenty of space for the fish to swim. I'm just going to go through real quick and glue these rocks together because some of them are a little sketch. But let me get you guys put back where you need to be. And I'm just going to use the toilet paper and super glue trick. I'll tell you right now, regular super glue works better than the gel for this application, but you can make the gel work. I forgot to hit record. Sorry. I'm changing a few rocks around just to see. I'll tell you right now, regular super glue works better than the gel for this application, but you can make the gel work. So we've gone ahead and we've got our scape basically set out. I may tweak it a little bit. I only glued this one rock in because it holds these three together. And I mean, it's going to be pretty secure. Yeah, like the fish aren't going to knock it over into the glass or anything. I'll just have to not be an idiot when I'm cleaning the tank and not knock into it myself. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and lay out a layer of potting soil. Same potting soil I always use, Happy Frog. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by any of these people. It's just what I use. So I'm going to go ahead and lay out a real thin layer of the Happy Frog in the areas that I'm going to be planting heavily. And then we'll go ahead and put a layer of the aqua soil in. All right, so here is all of the rock work done. And I went ahead and added like a little stream feature. So I've gone ahead and got the Java moss on the top of the rocks where I want it, and I just super glued that on there. Yeah, there's going to be some white spots, but with this rock and the Java moss, it should go ahead and cover up the glue really fast. So next, we're going to go ahead and start planting our taller plants in the back. And for that, I have an entire bag full of Vallisneria. So we're going to go ahead and just put in lots of densely packed val back there in the back. And then I've got a bunch of Starigine repens for up here in the foreground, as well as I'm going to throw some pearlweed in there. And then I've got some different plants like water wisteria and Hygrophila coriambosa, scarlet temple, that we can use as mid-ground plants right there up against the mountains. All right, so once again, I'm going to try to figure out a place to set you guys up where you can see, and we're going to get started. So there we go. We've got most of the plants in. Unfortunately, some of these plants that I got a hold of have pretty heavy algae on them. So I'm going to try to trim off the majority of the algae infested leaves. And what I can't get off, then, well, that's why CChem makes Excel. But I'm going to go ahead and add some accent rocks in right now. Alright, so I am fairly happy with the planting so far. So I'm going to go ahead now and put water. Alright, so we've got it set up, and the water's cloudy as hell because I just filled it. But I think it looks pretty damn good. And we're gonna go ahead, and I've already added prime to the water. And we're gonna go ahead and add the first livestock while we wait for the tank to clear up. And that's going to be 4 red ram's horn snails. So it's been set up now for about 4 days. As you can tell, it's now crystal clear. Everybody seems to be settled in and pretty happy and healthy. I kind of think that this paradise fish might have eggs over on this side of the tank, because nobody else is allowed over here at the moment. Like, as you can tell, all of the other fish hang out on this side of the tank, and that paradise fish is the only one that's really over there constantly. But this is the finished product. I'm pretty happy with the way that it turned out. I do have a DIY CO2 system running on this tank, and I don't think that I went over any of the equipment itself. This tank has a Higer clip-on light, a Fluval AquaClear 50. It's got a Fluval, the mirrored heater, and if you look, since it looks like my light is floating, what I actually did, because these clip-on lights are made for rimless tanks, I went ahead and just glued a sheet of glass to the back of the tank for my light to clip on, so that it sits level. And personally, I like being able to view my tanks from the top as well as from the front and sides. So I really like the way that it moves that light up out of the way. But I want to thank you guys for coming along with me on this scaping adventure. And if you like what I'm doing, then you know, the typical YouTube crap. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Please interact with my videos. It helps fuel the YouTube algorithm and gets my videos out to more people. Until next time, this is Front Range Aquascapes. You guys have a wonderful day.